Hello Cancer, welcome back to my channel. This is Skeleton Key Tarot and this is a tarot card reading for Cancer. All Cancer placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Wherever you've got Cancer in your chart or in your life, there's something in this message for you. And as always, cross watchers are welcome here too. So let's begin. Messages for Cancer, please. What does Cancer need to know? Okay, so you might have some Leo in your chart, but I also feel like there's a pet or an animal around you. And I also got the sense of like a fly in the room or a bee. Like there's a fly or a bee or something that's buzzing. Something, I'm seeing like the eyes of the insect eyes with the prismatic, multifaceted eye. I don't know. And I'm hearing the buzzing. There could be a washing machine buzzing. Okay, interesting. So what's going on for Cancer? You've got this discipline, this control, this strength, this power. You may also be indulging in this desire, but let's get a little bit more. It's like living your life to the fullest. I do get the sense that there's some kind of animal around you, or for some of you, there might be a fly in the room. Is there a fly in the room? Or maybe you're going to see a fly in the room and this is going to be like an omen to you of what this message is talking about. If you see the fly in the room. Okay? Interesting. That might not be for everybody, but I feel like it's going to resonate for somebody. There's a fly in the room. And this is an omen to you somehow that you need to control yourself, or you need to hold on or hold back or take control, be disciplined and controlled in this to get control of the situation, to get what you want. I almost feel like you walk into a situation. It could be a meeting at work. It could be somebody's house you're visiting. It could be a store. I don't know if it's at your house or you walk into the room. It could be a room at your house, I guess. But I'm getting, okay, you walk into the room and there's a fly in the room. And there's a person there you've got to talk to, these people or this person. But there's a fly in the room and nobody else has noticed it, or they haven't done anything about it. They're not doing anything about the fly in the room, in the restaurant. Yeah, it could be at a restaurant or in the kitchen or... And this is a signal to you that something is actually kind of wrong in the situation. There's something going on behind the scenes, or there's something going on underneath the surface in this situation. And maybe this is a signal that you need to be careful, or you need to watch what you say. There's like a need for discipline and control of yourself. Yes, you want to live your life to the fullest. Yes, you want to get what you want. You have this desire. You have these feelings, these emotions. Maybe you have anger or love or whatever it is that you're feeling might be very intense in the moment. Whatever that emotion is for some of you. Yeah, there's just a real intensity here of a desire for some, or for others it may be a feeling of being upset or angry. But this is your cue that is, it's telling you, it's a sign. This is a sign. When you see the fly, you will know you need to be in control. You need to take control. Make sure you are controlling yourself, disciplining yourself, or don't say anything about it. What? Don't say anything about it. Don't call it out. Keep it to yourself. Hold your tongue. Don't say anything. Why? Because somebody here is not right in the head, and this could trigger them somehow. Okay? This is weird. Cancer, this is kind of strange for me as the reader, but I hope this is being helpful towards you. Is there anything else that Cancer? It's only one card that's come out so far. Look at the bottom of the deck, it says. Okay, this could definitely be at work. Yeah, okay, caution, prudence. That's what the Eight of Pentacles tells me. It's like, be cautious and prudent and focused on your work. Yeah, the Hermit card, there's a lot of Virgo energy here about being alone or keeping something to yourself. Be cautious, be prudent, be wise. What's the wisest thing to say might not be the first thing that comes to mind in this situation. Whether you're talking about the actual insect in the room or the fly or the animal in the room, there could be a dog and the dog is treated a certain way. And you might want to say something about this, the way that they treat the dog. But for some reason you're holding back. Like you can't just say it. Because you don't want to offend somebody, you don't want the conflict with somebody, you hold back, you keep it to yourself. But this is a signal to you of this person's character, of the people that you're dealing with, the way that they treat the animals, the way that they take care of their house or the kitchen or the restaurant or something. Something about this is unsettling to me. It's very uncomfortable, it's very awkward, and it's like you have to hold your tongue or bite your tongue. You can't say anything about the way that they treated the dog or the way that they treat their children or the house. Like it might be dirty or it gives the impression of being dirty with this fly that nobody seems to notice there's a fly in the room and you're the only one who sees the fly on the wall. Are you the fly on the wall? I don't think so, but it could be like a fly on the wall. I'm getting that impression right now. I'm getting that saying, that phrase in my head. And then with the Hermit card and the Eight of Pentacles, it's like, is it wise to say anything? To be... Eight of Pentacles sometimes to me means being very cautious, being prudent, being focused, determined to focus. Like, yeah, maintaining self-control in this with the Strength and the Eight of Pentacles. It's like discipline and focus on your work, disciplined in your practice. But no, for me today in this reading, yes, I'm getting like keeping it to yourself in a way, keeping your opinion to yourself and just almost like playing the long game with the Knight of Pentacles, not saying anything, not making a move, staying focused on your work, finding maybe a new situation that is more fulfilling for you. Or it's like, one more. Seven of Swords. Yeah, you want to get out of this situation. This is telling you that you need to leave this situation, that you need to be very strategic with the Seven of Swords. It's like you have to be very strategic about the way that you approach this. You have to go very slow. You have to keep it very quiet, being very reserved. Knight of Pentacles, Hermit, Eight of Pentacles. It's like strength. Yeah, you have to have the strength and the endurance to not say anything about this situation for some reason, because almost get the sense that it would like make it worse somehow. It's futile. Wow. That's kind of dark. Honestly, this is not a fun reading. Yeah, because there's you're so sensitive, and it's a burden being so sensitive. The Page of Cups, the Ten of Wands, you're very sensitive, you're very empathetic, you have psychic abilities, and you connect with animals. Or you connect with... Yeah, and so this sensitivity here, yeah, the psychic sensitivity is a burden on you in this situation because other people around you are very dull or dense or slow or like oppressive. This is oppressive to you. The way that they treat the animal or the way that this is an oppressive environment. The fly might just be a signal to you, a sign from the universe or an omen that this is not the right place for you. You go to a job interview, for instance, just an analogy. This is an analogy, a case study. You go to a job interview and you're feeling a little uncomfortable and you're not sure if this is something you really want to do. You don't feel good for some reason. It just feels off. The energy is off. This person is weird. This person is awkward. This person interviewing you is uncomfortable for some reason. You know, and then you're sitting there in this room doing this, filling out the application or having this meeting or whatever, going over the resume, there's paperwork, whatever, and you see up on the wall, there's a fly on the wall or a spider. It could be a spider in the corner. There's a cobwebs in the corner. And that's your signal. That's your signal from the universe. That's your confirmation that this is not the best place for you. And if you can, you might want to keep looking. This is not something you should treat as a permanent place of residence or a permanent place of employment. This is temporary, and it's probably going to be a very oppressive environment for you. There's something about, somebody is very stubborn. I'm getting the forehead. You can't see my face right now, but I'm like, I'm hitting my own forehead. Like I'm tapping my own third eye is blocked. Like this person that you're dealing with, there's somebody that you're dealing with that's blocked. Their third eye is blocked. They're very hard-headed. They're very hard-headed. They take offense easily offended. And you have to walk on eggshells a little bit around this person, or like you can't just say, I don't think they'd take it very well if you criticize the way that they treat their dog or the way that they, you know, like they might even be like, what do you think, you're better than me? Or who do you think you are telling me how to treat my child even, or my dog or whatever. It's just an analogy. It might be of many different things. But like if it's at work and you go to this job interview and something feels off and you're like, I don't know if this is the right place for me. The culture here doesn't seem like it's right for me. I don't fit here. I don't know, but I need this job, but I don't know. You have to be very strategic about the way that you handle this situation because you are sensitive to the vibrations, to the energy in the room. The energy's off and you know it. The energy's off. And then you, like I said, I've already repeated myself. So maybe, you know, this might be the whole message is like, you look on the wall and you look up and you see a fly in the room or an insect. Might even be a cockroach or a spider. Something like that. And you know that this is the universe telling you your intuition is correct. There's something wrong here. It's weird. Like they might be cooking the books behind the scenes and you don't know that. The business is failing. Actually, they're about to go bankrupt. So you get this job and then, you know, 3 months later, you're going to be looking for a new one anyway, right? Or like, I get the sense that you might even be like a babysitter or you're a caregiver or you're pet sitting, dog walker, something like that, where you go to somebody's house and there's the dog or the child and then the person and you just don't like the way that they interact. There's something weird going on. There's a weirdness. It's something weird. Like they're narcissistic and they're triangulating and they're trying to use you to triangulate against the dog or against the kid or against the husband or against the wife or against the whatever. It's like that and you're put on the spot. And you can't, it's awkward and you can't just say what you really think. Like they expect you to take their side and you have to be real strategic about this because it's futile. You can't just tell them, no, I don't agree with you. Your child is fine or your dog is, there's nothing wrong with your dog or there's nothing wrong with your child. Actually, it's you. You are the problem here. There's nothing wrong here but you. Your attitude is wrong. You can't just say you disagree with this person. You can't just say that they're wrong because they're not going to take it very well. And you're actually pissing them off actually makes it harder and worse for the dog or the kid or the whatever. The coworkers, you piss off your boss, you're going to make it harder for everybody on the employees. This narcissistic triangulator who wants you to validate them at the expense of somebody else that didn't really do anything, didn't do anything wrong. This could be like a racist as well. And you share the same race together with this person. And so they expect you to be on their side automatically against this other person who's of a different race. And it's weird because you don't really share that belief with them and you don't really want to. I feel the awkwardness. I just feel the cringe. I feel so awkward in this. And it feels like it's futile because you don't want to lose your job or you don't want to cause conflict or make things worse for everybody because this person seems like they have a position of authority or it just feels like somebody you don't want to piss them off. Like their anger or their hard-headedness makes life difficult for you or for other people, or this is something you want to avoid. You don't want to get into this. You don't want to go, you want to get out of this. If anything, you're going to want to get out of this. King of Swords. Yeah, this person's cruelty. This person has authority. This is an authority figure of some kind who's very mean. They might be very intelligent and manipulative in some ways. They might be very intelligent, but like they're mean, they're cold, they're cruel. They're weaponizing something. High Priestess. And so you know So there's an intellectual authority here. You have the intellectual authority, the clarity of your own high priestess. Your own intuition is telling you this. You already know who this is. You already know what this is. And so your intuition, high priestess, yes, you're going to get a sign or an omen when you're dealing with this person that is going to confirm, clarify, prove to you as evidence that your intuition is correct about this person. They are cruel. They are mean. They are so strategic. They are manipulative. They are cold. They're abusive, maybe. There's some cruelty here. Narcissistic somehow. Yeah, I don't get that a lot. I don't throw that around easily or lightly. I don't say that lightly. I'm not just diagnosing somebody either, because I'm not qualified to do that, but this is what I'm picking up. Somebody who tries to pit people against each other. And your intuition is telling you something. And you're kind of confused with the Seven of Cups being here. You're not sure. There's some uncertainty. You don't know. We get 7, 7, 8, 8. You're not sure for some reason. But you're going to end up seeing the situation for what it really is. It's disillusioning for you. You may end up finding out something that makes you feel really bad, like disgusted or contempt towards this, or resentment, or this is how they feel. There's a lot of negative emotions associated with this. There's a shadow side here that's being revealed. And when you recognize it and see it for what it is, you can rob it of its power. This negative power to hurt and harm and to do harm towards others and yourself or you, right? There's a shadow work that needs to be done here. Somebody is in their shadow, as in like they have an injury, psychic injury, or a spiritual injury, or emotional, or it could be psychological, mental health issues or something like this. But it's like an injury or a head injury, brain trauma, like trauma. Injury, and it's infected. It needs cleansing. It needs healing. It needs attention, and it's crying out for attention in their behavior. That's why they behave that way, because they have those psychological tendencies coming from this place of injury. But is it your responsibility to heal that for them, or is it everybody's responsibility to heal their own self? If you're an adult and you need to do this shadow work, it's up to you to take responsibility for your dark side and to take control of it and integrate that shadow side into your psychology. And acceptance and forgiveness and healing is all a part of that, but that's your spiritual journey that each of us is responsible for in ourselves. So this person is responsible for their own spiritual journey, for the way that they show up in the world. And if they're being mean and nasty and terrible towards people around them, and their cruelty towards others, it's like, that's not really your responsibility to change that for them. It just makes things harder and very frustrating, and there's some serious negative expectations here, and it's like, you have to protect yourself from this. You need to protect yourself. That's what we're going back to. And I think your intuition is telling you this, that you are going to need to protect yourself from this person. You are very sensitive to this energy, and you know it. And I'm getting like there's going to be a sign or a signal to you that's going to help you to confirm and clarify what your intuition already knows. So you need to keep a lot to yourself. Like, moving in silence is very important here. There are certain things that you have to hold back, you can't say. And it's coming back to the beginning here of control and discipline and keeping certain things to yourself, being very reserved, very cautious, very quiet. This maintains your independence. It protects you. It guards your independence, and it protects you from getting hurt by this situation or this person. So definitely pay attention to that, because you don't want to have to deal with the aftermath or the potential aftermath of some kind of negative interaction here. A conversation or an argument, I should say. It would be more like somebody harshly criticizing you. Unjust. It's very unjust. The way that this person is behaving is not fair. And I think your spirit guides or whatever, you want to protect yourself. That your guides want to protect you from this person. So if this is for you, your intuition is already signaling to you that something may be wrong, even though you don't know exactly what it is. You're not sure what it is. You feel uncertain about it. Your intuition is trying to tell you that, yes, something is off. The energy is off. And then also, because it's so important, there's going to be some kind of, like I said, a fly or a spider, or there's some kind of animal or like bug or insect, and it's like, oh, that's what the reading was talking about. When you encounter this, you're going to see it. It's going to stick out to you. They want it to stick out to you. If you are dealing with this person and a spider crawls across your hand, that's important. That's your signal. And then you're going to look at this person and you're going to be like, oh my God, I knew it. You are somebody I need to avoid. I need to control myself, be very, very cautious around this person, because if you get on their bad side, they are vindictive and spiteful and mean and rude and arrogant and angry, and they're looking for a reason to hurt you. Or yeah, if they are gossiping about somebody else, they would talk about you too. If they are telling you about somebody else, then they're going to be telling other people about you. Don't get into gossip with this person. Yeah, this person is gossipy. And like, it's not good for you. It's not good for your energy. It drags you down. It weighs you down. It's oppressive. It drains you. It's no good. You don't want this. It's going to take away from your productivity. And when it takes away from your productivity, it's going to hurt your health and your finances, which it hurts your whole lifestyle. Getting involved with this gossip, this mean person, if they were going to be triangulating against somebody with you, then they would use those exact same tactics against you with somebody else in the future if you were to cross them in any kind of way. Oh, wow. You definitely want to avoid this person, okay? So I hope this was helpful. I'm not trying to scare anybody, obviously, but this is Skeleton Key Tarot. We open every door. We unlock every door. Sometimes we get positive, uplifting messages. Obviously, I always hope for something positive and good, but we're opening every door. And that means sometimes behind that door is going to be something that's negative, or it's going to be maybe a little scary or uncomfortable, and we're going to be brave and we're going to deal with it. We're not trying to be scared. We're trying to be prepared. That's all. It's a heads up. It's a warning. It's so you can prepare yourself and protect yourself, not so that you can be scared, but so that you can be prepared. Okay, so that's what I've got for you today, Cancer. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was of service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. You can email me. I'll let you know how it works. You let me know what you need. But in any case, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye. By the way, I just wanted to say one last thing. There's a Leo here, a Virgo. Somebody could have moon sign in Leo or moon in Virgo. There's also Cancer energy here, which could be you. So I've got Cancer, Virgo, Leo. I've got Aquarius. I've got Libra, Gemini. I've got water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again, and more Virgo energy as well as Sagittarius. And Scorpio. Like, I didn't mean to forget to say those things, but I feel like the Leo might be the one giving you trouble, or somebody with moon in Leo. But anyway, like I said, I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.